जो है वो तो मैं वापस से स्टार्ट करने वाला हूँ तो जो करेंगे यही लेक्चर को जो कि पहले अपना आउटपुट में आ रहा था तो आउटपुट इसलिए नहीं आ रहा था क्योंकि हमको ये इंस्टॉल करना था अपने सिस्टम में जो कि मैं ऑनलाइन कर रहा था ऑनलाइन करने से आउटपुट नहीं आएगा सिस्टम इंस्टॉल करेंगे तब वो कैमरा एक्सेस करेगा तब आउटपुट आता है और ये भी देख लेते कि मैं लाइव में भी है नहीं और मेरा तबीयत थोड़ा डाउन था 3-4 दिन से इसलिए मैं स्ट्रीम नहीं कर पा रहा था तो देखा जाए कि लाइव होगी कि नहीं चल रहा लाइव तो चल रहा है बंदे साउंड वाउंड सब आ रहा है बस ये चालू रखो इसको चलो तो ये ऐप हमें लंबा इसको हम लोग को इंस्टॉल करना रहता है सिस्टम में जो कि पिछले बार मैंने किया था फिर हम लोग हमने जुपिटर ऐप है इसको लॉन्च किया है होगा मैंने तो कुछ किया था 3 दिन पहले कुछ तो मैं किया था सेव तो मैं किया था जो भी बनाया था उसको मैं सेव तो किया था तो इसको इंस्टॉल करने के बाद मैं ये सब प्रोग्राम किया था उसको मैं फिर से उठवा था सब चीज वापस से इसको डिलीट करेंगे इसको डिलीट करेंगे और वापस से हम सबसे पहले अपन करेंगे इससे पहले करते हैं इंपोर्ट सीवी सीवी2 इंपोर्ट सीवी2 अब आगे के प्रोसेस देखा जाए वीडियो में
Hello all. Welcome to Android Post to get the video feed, right? So just like in the previous two projects, we need to get the video feed frame by frame in order to detect the hands and for doing all the gestures and everything. Okay. So first of all, we need the video, isn't it? So for that, just like in the previous projects we have done, we will use OpenCV. Okay. So if you haven't watched my previous videos and if you haven't installed OpenCV, you have to pip install OpenCV. Okay, and doesn't matter whatever IDE you are using, you have to pip install OpenCV if you haven't installed it. Okay, so we will import it since I have already installed it, and I will run that import cv2. Now let us write a function. Let us write the main function, and we will say def main. So we need to get the video, right? So frame by frame. So we will say capture is equal to cv2 dot video capture. We need to capture the video of from our camera. We'll say video dot, cv2 dot video capture, and here we will pass in the number.
तो भी वॉचिंग लेकिन मैं अपने आप को देख रहा हूँ वो है कि कोई और भी है
That represents the camera that we want to capture. Okay, so we have multiple cameras. Your number could range from 0 to any number. Okay, so if you have two camera, it could be 1 here. So since I am only using my primary camera here, I will pass in 0 here. Okay, if you only have one camera, just pass in 0 there. And now we will put the next few codes in try catch block, so that if at all any error occurs, I mean, it won't end the code, okay, abruptly. Okay, so we will say while cap dot is open. So we are just checking if the capture is running successfully. If you are able to see the window, then we will return, we will get two things returned from cap dot read. So we are reading the video frame by frame here.
सबसे पहले हम लोग को डेफ मेन लेना है एक डेफ मेन कोलन के साथ then फिर मेरा कैप्चर करना है कैप इन पोस्टर सीवी2 डॉट वीडियो डेफ 0 पे सीवी2 वीडियो का भी कैप्चर हो क्या क्यों वीडियो का भी कैप्चर है सी कैप्चर का सी कैप्चर वीडियो कैप्चर प्लस 0 पे ओके तो ट्राई कैप इस ओपन is open while cap is open and frame तो इसको क्या बात होगी
Okay, so we are checking is the video open. Okay, then we are reading the video frame by frame here, and this will return two things: a return, which is a boolean value, and a frame. Okay, so the return, this boolean value will be either true or false depending on whether we are successfully able to read the frame. Okay, if we are able to read the frame, this will be true. If you are not able to read the frame, it will be false. Okay, and this frame will contain the frame at this particular millisecond or something like that. Okay, so that's what we are doing here. Now we will check if, so we only need to do the next few steps if we are able to return this frame, right? Otherwise we won't be able to do it. So we'll check if not returned, the boolean is false. If you haven't gotten the frame, we'll just break out of the loop. Okay, because we won't be able to do anything else if we won't get the frame, right? And otherwise we will just say frame is equal to cv2 dot flip. So I will tell you why we are doing this. So we are just flipping the frame so that it will just look like we are looking in a mirror. Okay, so this is just for convenience. This will make the video feed look like as if we are looking in a mirror.
if not do that then breaks while के अंदर मेरे को while के अंदर ही है later like baby that's not baby if not better then break colon either is break the frame is equals to cv2 dot flip the frame moment. Frame replaces the frame moment.
Mirror. Okay, we are just mirroring the frame. Okay, that's all we are doing here, just for convenience. Okay, nothing important. And after that we will say cv2 dot, we will show the captured frame. Okay, we will use the im show function from cv2 dot cv2 to show the frame that is captured. Okay, so we will name the window that is showing the video as frame, and we will pass in the frame that we have captured here.
But the window दिखाना transform dot and then show function for frame और input लेगा वो frames.
Here into the function, and just like in the previous two videos, we will just say cv2.wait key. I will explain what this is doing in a minute. Wait key 1 and 0 x ff is equal to odd of q. We will break. Okay, so we are basically telling that just wait for 1 millisecond after each frame is read, and if the keyboard input in this wait period is q, then break. So we are just telling the system, telling OpenCV that if I have pressed q when you are waiting for that 1 millisecond after each frame, if I have pressed q, just break it. So we are just using this to close the window. Okay, just close the whole process of video capturing. Okay, that's all what's happening here. Okay, and odd q will take the ASCII value for q. Okay, that's all. And in after the try block, we will say finally. So after we have finished, we need to release all the captures and everything. We'll say release, and we'll say we will destroy all the windows that the OpenCV.
But then if cv2 dot wait key one wait key capitalization small wait key function at the small unit is cv2 dot wait key one cv2 0xff is equals to or q. q में प्रेस करेंगे तो ये क्विट हो जाएगा केवल ये प्रेस करेंगे तो फाइनल ट्राई के अंदर ट्राई के साथ टैप डॉट रिप्लेस टू डॉट
That OpenCV have created. Okay,
Destroy
destroy
all
all windows. Okay.
windows. Hmm.
So these are the two things that we will do after the try block. Okay. After
Sure.
we have run everything. So we will also write this here. If name equal to main. So we just, as I have explained in the previous two videos, we are just doing this to make sure that, if you are importing this file to any other Python files, this function won't run. Okay. So it will only run if you run this particular file. Okay. That's the only reason why we are doing this, and also for just to make it look better. Okay. So let us okay, we have encountered an issue. If cv2 dot wait key, oh okay, equal to the other one was an assignment. This is the
Equal to arrow. That's, if name equal to equal to name. Good. Yeah.
this is how we check. Okay. So after running the code, as you can see, we are successfully able to see the video. Okay. So we are getting the video frame, and
This is one done down. Yes. Yes. Okay. If not, okay, then great. That's good. Good. If not, then it's not putting on the development. मेरा देखो मैं CVT you have possible definitely capital equals to C2 dot capture try while cap is open and with that frame equals to cap dot read roughly. If not, then look, frame is equals to CV2 dot flip. So we break that one. That's an itchy as well. So, So dot can show frame set if silver dot wait with top one and zero text at the posture part Q. Then we go finally get a photo message photo file. If the name was a poster, if the wrong name, the vocabulary. So relate to unintended development match any outer indentation. Remember, one intent has been function of the indentation while string get if not correct, if not correct. Indentation and career. Threat if a frame, threat if a frame to hold the frame and the city to be but then if we remove it, okay, आप क्या सही कैमरा खुल जाना चाहिए अभी तक अगर नहीं खुल रहा है मतलब कि destroy all windows destroy okay D is one रहेगा इसके बाद में स्ट्रीम चालू है इसलिए नहीं होगा क्योंकि ऑफलाइन रेस्टोरेंट कुछ होएगा मेरा नहीं था ये रन हो जाता लेकिन ये कैमरा में आ गई और भी यहाँ बिजी है ओबीएस में तो ओबीएस में बिजी है इस कारण तो ओबीएस बिजी है इसलिए कल और यूज हो पाएगा कैमरा टेक्निकली देखा जाए तो मेरा प्रोजेक्ट तो काम करेगा अगर मैं ऑफलाइन नहीं तो मैं काम नहीं कर रहा अभी मैं कैमरा ऑफ करके देखता हूँ मेरा कैमरा जो है ऑफ ऑफ है और किसको रिमूव करना है तो इसको रिमूव कर सकते हो वो तो प्रोसेस है वो करना मुझे कैमरा यूज होगा यूज हो रहा है मतलब जिसमें ये तो नहीं है कैमरा कि इसका तो हो ही रहा है तो मान लेते हैं कि मैं प्रोजेक्ट में इतना वर्क क्यों कर रहा है आगे रखते हैं
This is how we check. Okay. So after running the code, as you can see, we are successfully able to see the video. Okay. So we are getting the video frame, and so that part is over. Okay. So what are we going to do now? So we have captured the video. Now we need to detect the hands, right? Detect the fingers in the hands, isn't it? You need to detect the thumb, all these points, the tip, the tips of index and middle finger, the thumb, the distance between the thumb and the index finger, to detecting the folding effect and all. And also we need to detect this, right? We need to detect the angle. Only then we can know, whether or not we have folded the index finger. Same for the middle finger, right? So we need to do all of these things, right? So as we have seen in the previous video, there's a library called media pipe, and it has a module called hands module, which allow us to detect these points, isn't it? It will allow us to detect all these endpoints and all these landmarks, which we can use for the making the virtual mouse. Okay, so let's do that first. So let us import media pipe now. So let us now import media pipe. We'll say import media pipe as mb, not nb. Okay, mb media pipe. And as we have done in the previous video, we'll just do some initializations. Okay, so we will say mb hands is equal to mb dot solutions dot hands, small letter hands, and we'll say hands is equal to, we will set up the model first, mb dot okay, sorry, mb hands dot hands, and here we will set up our model. Okay, so just like we have done in the previous video, I'll just copy and paste some of those. So mb dot equal small letter hands, and we'll say hands is equal to, we will set up the model first, mb dot okay, sorry, mb hands dot hands, and here we will set up our model. Okay, so just like we have done in the previous video, I'll just copy and paste some of those to save the time. Okay, so we have just set the static image mode to false, so we are, because we are capturing the video here. Okay, and also we will set the model complexity to 1 to get a better model. And also we will set the min detection confidence to 0.7, which means that the minimum confidence score required for a hand detection to be considered valid is 0.7. Okay, and also we will set the min tracking confidence to 0.7 as well. So we are saying that only if you are more than 70% confidence that this is a detected hand, then only continue to track that detected hand. Okay, and we will also say the maximum number of hands that you have to detect is 1. Okay, because just for making a virtual mouse we only need one
तो
hand.
बात
Set the
प्रेस करना है
complexity to 1
क्या काम
and
करता
paste.
है
Okay, so we have just
स्टार्टिंग
set the
इसलिए
static
क्योंकि वो
image mode to false.
स्टैटिक इसलिए क्योंकि वो इमेज नहीं है वीडियो है तो इफ स्टैटिक इमेज मोड इज फॉल्स
So we are, because we are capturing the video here. Okay, and also we will set the model complexity to 1 to get a better model. And also we will set the min detection confidence to 0.7, which means that the minimum confidence score required for a hand detection to be considered valid is 0.7. Okay, and also we will set the min tracking
डिटेक्शन करने के लिए तो 7% 47 तो इसका पहले मूव करने के इम्पोर्ट मेरा पाइक एस एन पी 5 says empty and then whatever time where MP hands is equals to MP dot solutions dot hands. MP dot solutions dot hands. Hands equals to MP hands of those. That's a good question. Bigger, small. Started. Started become present. Enough of that. One good is static image mode false to stab. Square image. False. Common model complexity. Model complexity. Model industrial complexity. Students. Common. Confidence. Fiction confidence is only 7%. Main typing confidence. That's the has equals to 1. तो ये अपना स्टैटिक रूल्स में ऑफ कर सकते हो कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी on the more परसेंट होता है यहाँ सोल्यूशन पैकेज ये कौन सा है जो तो ये तभी वो कौन सा है मैक्सिमम ऑफ
confidence to 0.7 as well. So we are saying that only if you are more than 70% confidence that this is a detected hand, then only continue to track that detected hand. Okay. And we will also say the maximum number of hands that you have to detect is 1. Okay. Because just for making a virtual mouse we only need 1 hand, right? So that's why this. Okay. In the previous video we have used, in the previous project we have used 2 hands. Okay. And here we will be using 1. Okay, so we have set up the model. We have done the initial setup and all. We will also do this draw. We know that this will help us to, from the previous video you know that this is helping us to draw the landmarks and everything. Okay,
that's
so
the
I will show you
webcam that
how
will
this media pipe.
the camera with the connection which is ऐसे ये सुन लेकिन मैं इसको मेरे कैसे कहूँ ऐसे करने से मेरा भी करना सही रहता है अगर इसको जो बात देखते हैं हाउ टू
Hey guys, so you've probably plugged in a webcam at some point and opened up OBS and noticed no idea how to flip it, no software needed. This is how you do it. So you're going to want OBS Studio, OBS, you're going to right click that, go over to transform, and what you want to do is click flip horizontal.
Yeah, this will have it, and transform it. So it's the option for having no meaning. The options are available. Comments will get better.
There, if you've been struggling to get your camera to feed into OBS, this is a super that your transform section, go down to the flip horizontal, and now if you're pointing from left to right, your camera's
Laser in your hand.
Hey, hello guys, it's How to Tech Simplified back again with another easy tutorial, and today I'm going to show you how to actually change the angle in which you're when you check my OBS Studio software from the angle with your right. Now from the options flip horizontal, if you can flip it.
Awesome. Remaining man. Oh, it's everything. This one S là cần được S thì mình thấy người mà chết vào lại còn S là còn là S vì cái nào là update mình và update nó là như cái S mà được nhưng mà S này S cái cho cao cái nó bao nhiêu cái so xong just for một over there that
Initial setup and all. We will also do this draw. We know that this will help us to, from the previous video you know that this is helping us to draw the landmarks and everything. Okay, so I will show you how this media pipe library looks. So you can see the media pipes hand module allows us to detect all the landmarks in a hand. Okay, so they will help us detect 21 landmarks in a hand. Okay, all the knuckle and all the points and everything. Okay, the tip of the finger and all the bends and everything. Okay, it will allow us to detect all these landmarks. Okay, so this is what we need. So as you can see in the video, we need we have told you, I have told you that whenever I am bending my thumb, the mouse will start moving, isn't it? Bending my thumb and index and middle finger is up in the upright position, the mouse will move. So for that we need to detect the distance between 4 and 5, isn't it? And also to detect bending of index finger and middle finger, we need to detect the angle between the 8th point and 5th point, right? So similarly like that, we can use this landmarks for our application. Okay, so yeah, and after that, after setting up the model, now we will say frame. So we will pass our frame to the model. Before that we need to do some processing. We'll say frame RGB is equal to cv2 dot cvt color. We'll pass in the frame. So media pipe requires the frame to be passed in as RGB format for processing and everything. And as we know, OpenCV by default
कहते हैं
captures the
अपन
frame
ट्रांसफर फॉर्मेट
to
देता
the
है
model. After setting up the model, Now we will say frame. So we will pass our frame to the model. Before that, we need to do some processing. We will say frame RGB is equal to cv2 dot cvt color. We'll pass in the frame. So media pipe requires the frame to be passed in as RGB format for processing and everything. And as we know, OpenCV by default captures the frame in BGR format. Okay, blue, green, red format, but we need it in red, green, and blue format. Okay, so that's what we are doing here. Now after that, we will pass it into the hands model. Okay, so we will just create a variable to store the processed output. So we'll say processed is equal to hands dot process. We'll pass in our frame to the model that we have created, frame RGB. We'll pass that in here. And okay, and now we will set up a variable to receive all the landmarks. Okay, landmarks list, just a array to receive all the landmarks from the processed frame. So in this line of code, it will process the frame and detect all the landmarks from hands. Okay, so this process will contain all the landmarks. Okay, so we need to get that from it. Okay,
Frame के अंदर हमारा सबसे पहले फ्रेम RGB में सबसे स्पेसिफिक डॉट cvt color to frame के नीचे and GPU is supposed to cv2 dot cvt color cvt color type it in this frame cvt dot color RGB color BG RGB that's what is it. Process to be to humans or process yeah.
so we'll say if processed dot multi hand.
Tabula and stored in this list. Square bracket. Is processed dot says if processed dot which I think rather is a school.
landmarks. If it has detected a landmark from both the hands, we only need landmarks from the landmarks from one hand. Okay, so we will take the landmarks from one hand here. We will say hand landmarks is equal to, so we are just saying if it has landmarks, if it has found landmarks, we will take the landmark from one of the hands. Okay, we will say multi-hand landmarks of 0. Okay, we are taking the landmarks from one of the hands if it has detected.
Such not pointing to be 0. That's right. No, and 0. एक
Right,
सेकंड का
now we will
ब्रेक किया जाए, वीडियो बंद किया जाए. हेलो हेलो. चलो वापस आ गए ब्रेक से. कैमरा चलो तो गाइस.
use the drawing utility to just to draw it so that you can see it, see the landmarks and everything. This is just for convenience. Okay, just to see it, draw landmarks, and in that function we will pass in our frame. So we'll be drawing it on the original frame. Okay, not the frame in the RGB format, in the BGR format. Okay, the actual frame. And we will pass in the, what do we need to do? We need to draw hand landmarks, right? And in what format we need to I mean, what are we drawing? We are drawing the hand connections. Okay, we are drawing the hand connections. Okay, so we are passing in the frame where we need to draw it, and we are passing in what we need to draw and in which
इसके बाद draw dot draw landmarks. the same for my language. I'm behind on connections. Source.
I mean, which type we need to draw. Okay. So this will draw the hand landmarks and everything. Now we'll say we will loop through all the landmarks detected. So we'll loop through for, let's say, landmark LM for landmark in hand landmarks dot landmark. Yes, so we are taking in all the
Okay,
I mean individual dot through for, let's say, landmark LM for landmark in hand landmarks dot landmark. Yes, so we are taking in all the I mean individual landmarks one by one, and we will push it into the landmarks list. Okay, we'll say landmarks dot append, we'll say lm dot x, the xy coordinates of all the landmarks that has been detected. We will push it to the landmarks list. Okay, so we have pushed it in not like this, we need to push it in a coordinate form. Okay, so we have pushed it into the landmarks.
so for editing hand landmarks, dot land. इसके अंदर से आएगा list. So, yeah, fine.
List. Okay, now let us print it and see how this will look like. Okay, just for demonstration, we will print
Yes, कैसा happens. सही चल रहा है.
the landmarks list. Let us print it here so that it will work after each capture. Okay, so let us now run this and see how this works. Okay, so as you can see, so let us now run this and see how this works. Okay,
Print landmarks. That's one list.
So as you can see, it is running, it is capturing the landmarks and everything, and it is drawing.
टेस्ट करके नहीं करता क्योंकि मेरा जो कैमरा है ओबीएस में फिक्स्ड है तो इसमें मैं ऑफलाइन ही देख सकता हूँ बस ओके ये टाइप में मैं फिक्स करूँ चलो मैं कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट को लाके अपना PHP इंस्टॉल करके मेरे घर पर इंस्टॉल करना PHP इंस्टॉल मेरे अकाउंट पे आएगी और मेरे कमांड PHP इंस्टॉल मेरे फाइल और ये करनी PHP में इंस्टॉल करना चाहिए ऐसे I think it's one of the people with me.
XY coordinates. Each frame landmark is, and let us see the output here. So we'll just close it and see. As you can see, it has printed out all the landmarks, the position XY coordinates of all the landmarks that has been detected. It has printed out all of that. Okay. So you can see each frame contains 21 landmarks. Okay. For each frame, it has printed an array of 21 landmarks. Okay. 21 XY coordinates. So it is working successfully. And now let us get back to work. So we have detected the landmarks, right? So now what do we need to do? I will again show you that. I will again show you the video feed to explain the next steps. So now we need to, as I have explained in the beginning of the video, when we are in this position, the mouse won't move.
इंस्टॉल हो चुका है अब देखते हैं इंस्टॉल हो गया इसको सेव करता हूँ फिर से खोला जाएगा मैं अपना प्लेटफॉर्म सिर्फ ऐसे नहीं है order from error क्या बात है इसमें हाँ मेरे पास जो किया before no time and something feels totally that something हेलो हेलो हेलो, क्या ये आवाज फट रहा है क्या? मेरे भाई फिर कॉपी की ये वो कॉपी यहाँ पे हो गया ये पेस्ट एंटर नो रिस्पॉन्स इसको अगर मैं यहाँ पे रखूँ तो आवाज क्लियर आ रहा है क्या मेरा? ये तो नहीं होगा, चलो कुछ और देख लेते हैं। ऑनलाइन देख ले कोई छोटा मोटा, जैसे इसको म्यूट कर देते हैं, टेक्स्ट पे प्रॉब्लम और फिर ये लाइट क्यों नहीं है? गेम्स ये होगा चलेगा। ये कैसे है? आसमान का मतलब ये लो पपेट पपेट मास्टर क्या है? तो मैं इसमें हारूंगा कैसे? तो कोई गेम नहीं खेल सकते हैं क्या?
Fight till the finish.
तो JKL और यू याद है? JKL और यू के
3, 2, 1.
JKL और यू
Fight till the finish.
क्लियर
3, 2, 1.
एक गेम थोड़ा सा है। चलो अभी हम लोग इस पे इतना ही रखते हैं, बंद करते हैं। तो गुड नाइट। नेक्स्ट टाइम और बैठ इतना है। बाय बाय।